Hey, Sean. We are live. It's Thursday. Let me get over to comments. Oh, whoopsie. I hit something. Hold, please. Had to add myself back in to the feed. Solo layout. Okay. I don't know what happened. Hi, Karen. Hey, Sean. So, everybody can hear me okay? Seems like I can hear a lot more out of my phone. Okay, mute. Hi, Vicky. Okay, mute. Hey, Darlene. So, and Diane and Sue. Awesome. Everybody's here. So you guys want to make a wreath today? Yeah, this is going to be really pretty. At least it is up here and what I sketched out. So we'll see how it actually turns out. But I think it's going to be nice. Thanks, Sean. You can hear me fine? Awesome. Okay, so let's jump into it. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Thanks for being here. Or my Facebook page, wherever you're watching. Thanks, thumbs, hearts, shares, likes, follows, all that stuff appreciated. We're going to make a wreath tonight using the Happiness Abounds bundle. I think that's what it is. But let's just go over a few things. So, free shipping. Thanks for everybody that put in their orders for free shipping. And Leslie was the first one to figure out that my code disappeared. So apparently our codes are only good for 30 days. It's been like that for years, but they've never followed through with like closing them. And so I've kept them open for months and I just use them whenever. No longer happening. So I have to rethink. I have to redo my, I can only run a code for 30 days. So I'm going to have to stagger it. So like the next one, I'm going to have July. I'm going to start that on the 28th and go for 30 days. So July 27th. I don't know why they didn't tell us, like warn us that they were going to do that. Yeah, Leslie, thanks. Because after you, I got a couple more and I was like, oh, I really have to get this, like boom, boom, boom. So new code for June, at least these last, couple days. And that is right down here at the bottom where, boop, right there. Okay. So that's that with codes. Next Thursday, let's not forget that is the last day of the month. So if there are things that you want, I tried to push you to get them on free shipping. Anything that's on the last chance list or the January through June catalog. So get those. Deborah, I missed you. How are you? Or Debbie. I always want to say Deborah because I see that. All right. So yeah, next Thursday, last day, and then the following week back in July, we'll start with our workshop. Let's just go down here. All right, quick reminder about the paper share. Let me know because I've got a link on my Facebook page and it's on my blog to sign up. And it's a Google form, fill it out, and I'll get that going. Hey, Jamie Gibbs. So let's scooch down here, solo layout. And here's a card that I got from Sean. I love this tree set. I did not realize until about a month ago, thanks Diane, that they did not carry the dies over for this tree set. So this is the beautiful friendship set and I love it. Hey, Vicky. It reminds me so much of Lovely as a Tree, which I still have and love. But yeah, didn't she do a good job with this, Sue? This is one of, I think probably Karen's, how you cut it up. I forget what she called it, but kind of like the cut and shuffle or the slice and shuffle, whatever you called that, Sue, where you cut like the same pieces of paper, 3 papers, cut them the same way, and then you just mix and match them. I love it. But, and I'm all about green. So thanks again, Sean. And I actually got a really cute like journal type thing from Sharon, which I just opened up. So Sharon, if you're watching later, I'm going to have to show that next week because that is still downstairs. I did not bring that up here in time, but I love it. It's got kitty cats, which I adore. So tonight we're going to need, you're going to need a wreath. Okay. I put a link I signed up for the Amazon affiliates just to see how this goes, like how many pennies they give you. But I got this and I've got my link there. Debbie, you've been watching all my lives, but the last few times your comments wouldn't show up. That's weird. I don't know. Hey, Julie. That's so disappointing that that you can't comment when you want to. That's not something we set, you know, like, I don't know. So grapevine wreath. This came in a set of 2 and it was about $10. And it was just, it's not a huge one. It says 7.87 inches. So, you know, almost 8 inches. And it comes in a 2-pack. This is just something cute little for, you know, room, not like my front door, but just big enough that, you know, it'll be nice. So then we want 2 ribbons. I'm using an old ribbon. This is called apple green. This is from when we used to have 25-yard rolls of grosgrain for like cheap. But I still have this. It's actually a perfect match for granny apple green. Hey, Margaret from Australia. Awesome. So any ribbon you want, really. So I'm going to use that just because I like green. And then I'm adding white glittered organdy because I want all the glittery business. I love it. So we're going to use that. I'm also going to use some iridescent rhinestones because I want this thing to be sparkly. I love it. Then we're also going to need, you can use any flower set, okay? But I'm going to use the Happiness Abounds. Just because I have it. It's one of the few things that I got new, and I like these flowers. All right, and then we need paper. So let me get this out of the way. So the paper I'm using, we're going to stamp our flowers and die cut them. If you did not want to, if you didn't have the stamp set, you could cut flowers out of any of these papers that you wanted. These ones specifically, these 2 patterns are more suited to cutting them out with the dies. If you don't have the dies, that's okay. You can hand cut. But this gives you, these prints give you like all the colors. These, you could also hand cut these. So you could really just get away with, and that too, with just the paper. But I'm going to use the paper in a different way. So I wanted one as just a background. One of these. I think I'm going to use this one. Okay. And I only say that because I'm going to save this. I can see this as a, like, just chop it up 5 1/4 by 4 and then make 3 cards. And all you need is like some ribbon, some bling, and a greeting. And that paper really does everything for you. So I'm going to save those pieces. All right. So what I want this piece for is when I do the wreath, I want flowers to be like about here. I'm kind of thinking in thirds. So divide the wreath in thirds. And I want this area to have flowers. Well, it's easier to attach things if we have a base covering this grapevine part because this is just too lumpy. Hi, Marcia. Ooh, 107. Ugh. We had rain yesterday. It was terrible. Enough of that. But anyway, I want to wrap some of this paper around here to try to give it a base so that I can glue and add dimensionals and, you know, pop up my flowers. So I'm just going to eyeball. I want this thin enough that I can wrap it. So, and actually I want to rip just the edge off first. So I want to rip towards me because I like this, the white edge to show. And I want this ripped edge on both. So actually, you know what? Let me just do this. Nope. I'm going to take the long way. I wish I had one of those like paper tearers. I need to get one, right? All right, so I'm thinking I want this about this big. Oh, you know what? I got to rip it this way because I want the white core. The white core shows up on the left side for me, and I know it's hard to tell. The fact that this is not ripping evenly doesn't matter because remember, I'm just going to wrap this around as the starter, really. Come on. All right. And I may need 2 pieces. We'll see. All right. That's good. I am going to need 2. All right. That does not have the white core. See how it shows here? Ooh, I like it. You know what? I'm not going to worry about it. It can just have it on the one side. Or no sides in that case. All right, so we're going to need some glue. Now, I'm not using a hot glue gun for this because I'm pretty sure my art glitter glue is going to do the job. Because I just need this paper to, like, attach to itself. So I'm going to start on the back. Now, remember, I'm going to do, like, right about here. So let's start back here. All right, now just to get it going, let me flip that over, and I'm going to put glue right here. And I'm going to angle this as I go, and I'm just going to hold this here for a minute until that sets. Hi, Carol. How are you? We went to a concert last night that we've been waiting 2 years for. We saw Motley Crue, Def Leppard, Poison, and not Pat Benatar, Joan Jett. Pretty awesome, but it was rain or shine, and it rained like a lot. So let's just wrap this. Yep, I might not even need a third piece. So for this, let's glue. I'm just going to attach wherever I can. So yeah, it started, we had our ponchos and stuff, and we were on the field. It was at a ballpark stadium at National Stadium. So it rained the whole time. We had our ponchos, so we were fine with that. But yeah, Def Leppard had to cut off early, and then they came on and said the show's on pause because of severe thunderstorm or whatever weather. So now I'm just attaching this because I'm just going to keep on going with my rolling. So everybody had to jam up into the concourse area. So like everybody from the field just poured back in. We had to like climb all those steps. My knee was killing me. And then we sat there and waited for the rain to stop. Well, the rain never stopped. Let's say that. It lightened for a little bit. We had to wait for them to come on and say, they kept announcing, stand by, more updates soon. Well, even the workers didn't know what was going on. So it ended up, we waited in there for about an hour and 20 minutes before they finally said, the show's about to start. So at least they came on. The first couple songs were kind of like, Vince Neil needed to do some more aerobics or something. Like, he's not in the best shape. I have room to talk, but really, I mean, if you're going to do a concert, like, be prepared. All right, now this is buckling some. I'm not worried about it because we're going to cover it up. But I do want another strip. So let's grab this. But I'm glad we finally got to see it. So they started back at about 10:30. And they were on a timeline because DC has, like, the noise ordinances. They can only play till midnight. But we were home by like 2 o'clock in the morning. It was a late night. But we really were glad to see them. Because we've seen all the other ones. Joan Jett and Def Leppard and Poison. But Motley Crue, because they're always breaking up. And I know that's not everybody's style of music, but we really like them. And we had a good time, but it was just late and we were drenched. So anyway, my shoes are still wet. The shoes that I had on last night, it was pouring rain, like miserable. Even with our, we had like dollar store ponchos. You get what you pay for. That's all I'm going to say. Hubby was in charge of that. And yeah, I would have bought something a little more sturdier. Okay, so we've got our base. And like I said, this is just to glue our flowers and stuff too. Flowers and leaves. And just in case you see it, like, from the side, I just wanted something to cover. Because really, I'm not using a hot glue gun. It's harder to get stuff to stick on these. So let's put this aside for a minute. So our flowers, I want to stamp a bunch because I don't know how many I'm going to need to fill all that up. So what I've done is, I think I've showed this before. When you're going to want to cut multiples of the same thing, it's easier to set up your dies and use press and seal. So what I did, let's see, do this first. I took a piece of paper, half sheet of paper, and grabbed my plates. Oops, and you saw peeked, I already did my flowers. So I cut just a half a sheet of paper because that's what will fit on my cut plates. All right. And I arranged the dies. I think it was like this. Let me check. Whoops. Yeah. So I arranged all the dies that I needed, kind of at the end? Well, it turns out I can fit a set here and a set here. So I arrange the dies, put the press and seal on, and cut it, okay? That gives me a pattern that I could use. Doot, doot, doot. So then I took my, it'll give me a pattern to where I can place my flowers. All right, now these are all stuck. So I came in, and so I ran this through, you know, cut this, I cut this piece out. All right, so I came in and I marked 3 inches. That was just to tell me to butt this up to the 3-inch line. And then I would put my things here and here. Now I started this side, like kind of in the middle, because anything you stamp close to this hinge, it's harder to get a good image. So I kind of like to hang things off and do stuff here. So yeah, Julie, this is really good for doing multiples because you want to set your flower, you know, your images and your dies up so you can consistently cut them, not have to readjust this every time, you know? All right, so I cut this out, put my template down. Then I took my, and I'm not going to, well, it doesn't matter. I can redo them. Let me get all these off. So I use these cutouts to figure out where I'm laying my stamps. Ooh, these are really sticky. Now this works for punches too. If you want to make a template for a punch. Let me see. All right. Ugh. All right. So using the, I feel like this isn't quite right. Let's get my paper in here. Down at the bottom. Over to number 3. And here. So we take our stamps, and this is the flat side. So this is the side that I want the hinge to pick up. Okay, it's going to come down and grab it. So image size down, or side down. You just place it in here, in your cutout. And you'll be able to wiggle it around and see kind of like how it fits best. And if it's not perfect, like close enough. Then let's take this one. So again, upside down. So this is what our stamped image will be. And then let's put this one in. Samesies. It might be better if I used a colored piece of cardstock. Then I might have been able to see better. And then this one. So you're just fitting these in like puzzle pieces. Oh, and actually, then I'll show you something when I get these all in. All right. Let's get that in. And then this one. So actually, let me pull these off. So if I lift this up, these stamps should all, see how they sit in there? They're like locked in place, okay? So let's go ahead and put that back down at 3. All right. Magnet, magnet, and we'll put our hinge on, our plate. All right. And then pick everything up. Okay. Now, what I can do is go ahead. Now, I don't need that anymore. I can go ahead and stamp a bunch of these, and I would stamp them all at the same time. I actually cut like 2 pieces, and I cut enough for 4 sets in different colors. Let me see. So I'm going to use my VersaFine Onyx. So let's ink up. Press, press, press. Now, first I was going to emboss these in white and then watercolor them. But then I thought, no, I want that black image to show. All right, now let's flip our paper around. Oh, and by the way, I'm using thick white. I'm not using shimmery. I'm not using watercolor paper. I like watercoloring on the thick stuff. It doesn't behave the same as regular watercoloring, but I like it. All right, and then we will stamp that down. All right, so pretend we did a bunch of these. Take these out. I'm done with this for now. So then you let these dry. Ideally, I would color these first and then cut them out, but you do what you want. I actually cut mine out first. No, actually, I had one set I cut out first, the first one. And then I was like, no, you know what? I do like to color them first. But for the purposes of today, I'm not doing that. So anyway, you've got all your pieces. So I had like 3 of these pieces, 3 half sheets. And you take your dies, because we matched these up, from the beginning. We lay it on here with the press and seal. Scooch it around till everything is in the right place. Press. And we would run that through. Shoop, and cut it. Then we would peel this up, flip it around, do the other side. Because you don't want to have to readjust these. If you had to put these dies on individually every time, that's 6 dies. You would get sick of this after one set. So the press and seal, and using your whatever Stampa positioner, whatever you have, use that. And then we would run that through and cut them out. All right. And I will cut those out later because I'm not going to waste them. So you would end up with a bunch of these. Throw that out. Throw that out. Now we have flowers. So I already went and colored mine because I wanted to spend time arranging flowers on my wreath. But I'm going to show you a quick, my technique for watercoloring. Now, these colors, I'm going to have to go back and redo one with pumpkin pie. So I originally did Melon Mambo, and I'll just bring these closer. So the set of flowers, I colored everything in the different colors. So like all of them in Melon Mambo. And see how I get like variegated? Like there's lighter spots and darker spots. I like that. All right, then we did Gorgeous Grape. Same. So Melon Mambo, and I can put this back. Melon Mambo, Gorgeous Grape. Then I did Mango Melody and Daffodil Delight. Well, I was kind of disappointed because they don't look very different. Let's look at the big ones. So this is Mango Melody. This is Daffodil Delight. Let me get here. This is just a little bit brighter, like maybe a little bit more orangey. How close can I get? But to me, they look the same. So what I'm going to do is go back and add, I'm going to recolor this one with Pumpkin Pie, which is going to be a lot darker. I get it. But it's going to work because these are just too similar. All right, Daffodil Delight. And then the greens. So for the leaves, I did some in Old Olive, some in Parakeet Party. All right, so let's just look. Old Olive, Parakeet Party. Like that's a nice difference, You could use Granny Apple Green. You could have used Garden Green or something. I kind of wanted light and bright. All right. So yeah, Jamie, not much difference to those. And I'm pretty sure it's because my Old Olive has been jacked up for years, but I'm not Old Olive, my Daffodil Delight. Yeah. But I like this style ink pad better, so I don't really want to buy a new one. I guess I could wash this out and get the new re-inker. Yeah, for some reason, I still prefer this style of holder with the edges. But that's just me. All right, so how I watercolor. We're going to fix these or redo them. But the same technique would apply. We need an aqua painter, small. And I need a paper towel. And this is just a quick way to get color on your paper. So I take a clear block, and that's like an ink palette. You could smash it on your table if you had like a glass plate. Yeah, I've done that before with the glass plate, but this is easier and easier cleanup. All right, now when you watercolor, there's 2 ways to do it. You can do wet on wet, which means you would come in and wet this area first. I do that when I'm using real watercolor paper. or the shimmery white, because that can take more water. But then there's wet on dry, which is what I'm doing here. So I'm not pre-wetting it. I'm just coming in and pouncing, and then I put the darker colors, like, or the darker at the top and the bottom, and then fill in. So I'm just hitting some spots to make them different. So let's see, darker here, then it starts to fade out. Dark here, a little bit dark here, and then the rest, you know, because your pen like loses the color. Let's put some dark here, fade that, dark here, right down here in the middle. Now, if you get a line like that, you see how that color line, so just take some more color and go right over it. Eventually it'll all blend in and you won't notice. So it's just getting color, and I'm popping around, like not really following too many rules. All right, it's just to get some variation. All right, I like that. That's definitely more orange than this. So now there's a color difference. More orange. And I like the yellow popping through. So, all right, so let me do these real quick, because I don't know which one of these flowers, or which of these, if I'm going to use them all or what, to put on my wreath. But I'm definitely going to have choices. So you can make anything, you know, with a wreath. Flowers. I was looking at my new witchy hat set, and I thought, man, that would be a cool Halloween decoration wreath to have a bunch of little witches' hats on them. So I think I'm going to do that. I think it would be really neat to spray paint one of those grapevine wreaths black first, or black glitter. But that would involve me like going to Michael's, getting some spray paint. I know myself, it's just not going to happen. But what I will do is maybe wrap some black designer paper around it. So yeah, because the Halloween designer papers this year, they're like black and white on one side and gray and white on the other. They don't scream Halloween, but on the flip side, that means they're good. They're more versatile for like anytime cards, you know? Oh, I really got this. I think I put too much water in this. None of it will come out. All right, hold on. There we go. Now I just want to drip this out to, man, that doesn't want to squeeze. All right, well, I'm done with it anyway. I'll figure out what I did to mess that up later. Now this, I would just run this under the sink, clean it off. All right, just going to do the old wipe it good enough for now. So we've got our flowers. Obviously, you want to let these dry as much as possible. But let's come in and start our wreath. I love it. All right, so I do want one of each. I want to use all the big ones. Let me move these up. Oh, and the other thing we're going to need is these sprigs and leaves are not going to be enough. So I'm using this new, what was with the January through June catalog, leaves and whatever this is. So whatever punch you have that will make extra leaves. All right. So I'm cutting these out of Parakeet Party. And I'm just going to cut a bunch and we'll see what we need. Die. I have the best ideas. Well, thank you. I really did want, I've been waiting to make this. Like when I saw the papers, I was like, man, we got to have something that uses all those flowers. Oops. All right, let's put this away. Throw this out. So same as when you're stamping like multiple images on a card, you want to start with your bigger ones first. So I want to place my bigger flowers first, or at least get an idea. And some of these I'm going to want to pop up. Some I'm just going to glue flat. All right, so we're going to need some dimensionals. And then, so let me arrange this. So remember, in thirds. So I kind of want this, shoot, like that. So let's start with, ooh, we'll have purple here. I kind of want orange there, pink there. And I think I want these to be popped up. So I'm just going to start attaching these. And we're going to build this on the fly. And it's going to be lovely. All right. And then here. So I'm only going to put dimensionals like right where I need it to attach. If you wanted to add glue to these, to the dimensionals, actually, you know what? Let's do that. Because that's just going to make it all that much sturdier. Let me see if I can peel this one up. Not really, but I can get some glue down in there. All right, let me hold that for a sec. Yeah, just like we use glue when I use the foam tape. Why not? All right, let's put that there and hold. Yeah, I want these big ones to pop up, and I may only use 3 now that I'm thinking of it, unless I can cram these in. And they don't all have to be going the same direction, which I feel like they are. I want that one there. Yeah, I'm going to put dimensionals right across the middle. This is something I'm probably going to take to work and hang up in my cube. We moved offices a couple weeks ago. I think I told you guys. Well, I'm in a room. My side of the room is all guys and me. And they don't like the lights turned on. So whenever I get in there, it's the first thing I do. I'm like, party's over. Turn the lights on. All right. I'm going to leave this. All right. Let's add some leaves. So I want to just tuck some of these in. And I do want everything like hanging out, you know, all different directions. All right, let's put this one right there. And I'm just, again, holding it till it sticks down. There we go. And if I find anything isn't sticking, you know, I can go back and find a new spot for it. Like this one. Okay. And then we've got the old olive. You know what I should do is put some of these together, like layer them. Let's do a little bit there. Okay. Nice. And I may want to cut some of these off. Yeah, so I think I'm going to lay the rest of the foliage down first, and then leave the smaller flowers and the smaller leaves, the stamped leaves, till the end. Froggy throat. All right, let's do this. But yeah, I can't stand it with no lights on in the office. Diane, you need that leaf punch? Nope, this, you're not too late. This is actually in the annual catalog. Let's do this and stack this one. Yeah, this carried over to the annual catalog, but any leaf punch you had would do. All right, and then this one I'm going to put right here. Ooh, yeah. So you could pick any colors, obviously, depending on, you know, what you started as your base paper. And if you don't have any pattern paper, just use white. I just think it's easier to attach the stuff to the paper, and it gives it a good base. All right, I am liking this. All right, let's do this. Move, move, move. So yeah, groups of 3. That always seems to work. Let's do this. And, all right, let's start building some of these. And I'm just going to put that right on top of there. And get a little bit of glue under it. Nice. I think I need purple there, so we'll do a different one. Zoop, right here. So this is popped up, so I want this to be flat-ish. Holding that. Oh, now you can see. I thought I was going to run the color like all the way over past the edge of the black stamp on this one. And then I decided I didn't like it so much. I liked having the white border. So this one I may not use because that's oddball. All right, let's do that. And then I'm going to tuck this under. And hold. So it's just a little, you know, gluing, holding, whichever. So you don't really need a hot glue gun for this one. Excuse me, but I need a drink of water. Diane, it looks pretty already. Well, thank you. But I hope this gives you ideas that you could, you know, make your wreath with like anything, really. All right, let's do this like down here. Let's just scooch that under, press, and I do want to add a yellow something. So I don't want to have that same flower, so I use this one, but I want that like kind of right in the middle. Ooh, yeah. So this I want to be popped up, and actually let me pop this right there, and we're going to double pop it. So double, so it raises it just triple. Why not? Let's go for it. Let's do 3 layers. And I'm going to want some greenery. I feel like maybe this one. Yep. So let me just glue this down. And the fact that they're going to crisscross like over things, that doesn't matter. That's like how a real arrangement would be, right? All right, let's add a little glue. Hold that. Now when I get all my flowers, I'm going to take my Wink of Stella and run it all over everything. So it's like shimmery. Then we'll make a bow out of the ribbons and finish with iridescent rhinestones. And we have about 25 minutes. Yeah, I can get this done. All right. So what needs here? Pink. So again, I don't want to use that same flower. So I want to use one of, maybe this one again. And actually I want to turn it upside down and hang it off this edge. And then I have another flower there. Ooh, yeah. Okay. Thinking an orange one. I can have orange and orange. Okay, so pop this one up. And we'll do 2 dimensionals on this one. And that's going to go like here, but I also want some greenery. All right, let's just stick that down where I want it. Okay. So let's add this little guy. Yeah, like right there. So sometimes I put the glue on the top because I'm going to tuck it up under a flower like this. And then sometimes I'll put the glue on the bottom because I will attach that first. So it's just whatever works, right? All right, nice. I do think I need more dimensionals here. Let's do, and I think that was a triple layer, right? That I did. So let's put that there. Another one, triple. And this doesn't look the best underneath, but you know what? People aren't supposed to be peeking under the covers. Or like the back side of your cross stitch, how, you know, that should be like just as pretty on the back as the front. No, mine was never like award winning on the back sides. Okay. Okay. One more flower. What did I decide on that? Orange, right? Yeah, it's going to stick an orange one there. Yeah, so I want to cut this stem off because it's in the way. Oh, nice. All right, so I can get a dimensional here. And another one. Oh, pretty. Oh, virtual hug. Hello, thank you. Okay, I need some more greenery here. So this is, let's take this one and we'll put that right here. Yep, that's there. This is kind of like waffling. I think it's going to be fine though. All right, now let me take a look. Eyeball. All right, I need some more greenery here. Let's go with one of these. Yeah. All right, let's glue that. And I'm just going to tuck that under, and whatever my hand hits, that's what it's gluing to. Nice. All right, and then, I kind of want, let's do a little one because I don't like that I ended up those in the same direction. So this needs something to make it a little bit different. Variety. All right. Just going to glue that right on there. Yeah, I like that. And then I need something else here to kind of balance things out. So I'm just going to slide this under and press it down. Whatever it grabs, it grabs. Just squeeze that. Ooh, yeah. I love it. So see how we can see a little tiny bit of the paper peeking out. And then of course, if you look at the side, that's where you can see it. So Sean, you say small purple flower between pink and orange. Do you mean like here? Tell me here. I'll wait for you. I think that's what you mean, because I agree. That would look good. Like, let me cut this. Like, boop, like right there, Sean. I'll give you a minute to respond, and then I'll have another drink of water. Just say yes. Agree. Yes. Okay. To the left. Like this. Oops. Like that, Sean? Sean, you say no. What do you mean to the left? Let's see. Small purple flower between pink and orange. Or did you mean here? I'm kind of liking this. But I can see what you mean. Like maybe here. That works too, but then I feel like I need another something right here. Oh, no yellow. Too pink. No, I really think the purple needs to go here to balance this. And then I can put something else here. How about that? We're going to compromise. All right, so let's add a little bit of glue. And I'm going to put that right there. Okay, and press. Wherever it grabs, it grabs. And then we can do this yellow one. I wish I had a smaller yellow one left, huh? I really like the oranges, but okay, this is going to work. Ooh, I don't want to cover up all that. You know what? We're going to pop these up. All right. Sean, you're funny. This is designed by committee, you guys. All right, I'm actually going to do 2 layers of dimensionals if I could get this one off. And then I've got just a few little sprigs to tuck in here. And then we're going to be shimmering these up. All right, let's put this here. Nice. Yep. And then, ooh, I can just tuck that right in. Okay. I think I want this right in there. Yep. All right. Give me that a good press. I love it. All right, let's do a little glue here. Tuck this under here. And then I have just 2 leaves left. Oh, that is really pretty. Okay, guys, much better. It ended up much better than it was in my head. All right, actually, I'm going to leave these. I'm happy with that. Let me cap my glue and get these dimensionals off of the table because they are now in my way. Oops, and on my shirt. Man, I tell you, they really get you on concert shirts now. They've been like $40 or something, but now they were like $50, all of them yesterday. It's crazy. They're stealing all my money. But we waited so long to see Motley Crue, I had to get one. All right. Okay. Get this pin back in. All right, now shimmery. Oops. All these flowers that I have left, these, I have a nice variety, are going to make some cards. So I like that watercolor effect. How it's just, it's uneven and wobbly. And I'll save these leaves and that. So this will go in another pile that hopefully I will actually do something with. All right, let's get the Winkostella. So we're going to Winkostella. Then I'm going to make a bow, and then we're going to add some rhinestones. So I am going to put some rhinestones on these in addition to the Winkostella. All right, shake, shake, shake. So Winkostella, this is going to pull up some of the color. So I'm going to do, Rose or Sue shimmer spray. Yeah, I don't have any of that stuff. So I'm pouncing this on. It is going to pull up some of the color. So I'm going to do lightest to darkest, and then I'm going to run it, clear before I change colors. Well, actually, I can go from yellow to orange just fine. But then when I go to the others, I have to clean it out. Let's go these. Ooh, this is getting prettier and prettier. I love all this shimmer. Oof. All right, so run this clear. Let's do the pink. And I'm not going to do the leaves. I'm only going to do the flowers. Use my left hand to get in here some. And then purple. So I have to hold this one. Oh my God, you guys. So shimmery, shimmery. So I think look at any of your flower sets that you have. If you don't have a color inner that would work, I think the size of your flowers should be according to what size your wreath is. Because you don't want a big, huge wreath, like for your door, and then have teeny tiny flowers. That doesn't make sense. It'll just look weird. And on the flip side, you don't want a smaller wreath. And if you had flowers that were like this big, that would be too much. So just kind of get a feel for it. Ooh, I really love this. Ooh, all right. Let's do a bow. So again, I want to do my green and, oh man, green and, what is this? White glittered organdy. All right. I don't know where I want to put my bow. I think up here, but all right, let me move this and get my bow maker. Oh, so this I got years ago. I know I've told you guys that before. Plenty of people sell them. This one I got off of Shiaki Haverstick's website. Her son made them. This was so long ago, really, like 15 years ago. I don't know if he still does them. But any kind of, your husband or you may be able to make your own. Holes, pegs, whatever. That's all you need, okay? So let's do this size and see, because I want to double this up. So let's pull a bunch off, and I'm going to keep the ribbon on the rolls. And I may decide to redo this. All right, so let's do, I'm trying to remember how do I do this. I'm going to go around, and I'm going to leave kind of like a long trail, a long tail, because I just don't know. So let's do, I'm trying to keep these flat-ish, the ribbons. I don't want anything to get twisted up on me yet. So let's do, wrap it around at least twice. All right, and I know this is terrible for the camera. All right, twice. I think that's going to be too small. So let's just scooch it over and let the ribbon pull. All right, I think this will work. So I crisscross this. Now, you know what? I need this tail to be longer. Let me just pull this a little because I want more room to work with. All right, so this is gonna, my tail's coming under. I'm gonna go over everything like that. Over, drag it under, and then tie it in a knot. So I'm flipping it here, and then I'm gonna shove both ends through here and tie our knot. All right, and I may decide that I don't like this. So I haven't cut anything yet. All right, so this, let's just spread them out evenly. So I want like green. You know what, let me tie this a little tighter. All right. Pull these out. Like fluff these up, you know? All right, so that's the, I don't like that. All right, so nix on the green. I just want the white, but I am still glad I have this green because like I said, it's a perfect match. And go through your stash. If you have this from, this was from 10 or 15 years ago, apple green. I swear it's a perfect match for granny apple green. All right, let's do this again, but just with the glittery organdy. I do like the two though. So 1, 2. Then we'll do over all of that, pull it through, and then flip it to the left and tuck it through here. Okay. I do like this kind of bow maker because otherwise I don't think I'd be able to do a double one like this. Okay. Ooh, I like that. So let's see. So I'm thinking like here. I hate to do this, you guys. I'm gonna retie it because I don't want it that wide. Darlene, your dad made you one? I wish my dad was handy and made stuff. I mean, before he died and all, but still. Yeah, we didn't get a whole lot of homemade stuff. All right, and I'm going to do this a tripler. All right. So we're making it smaller and triple. All right, pull this over. And then tie it. And then we'll see. Third time's a charm, right? Or fourth time, whatever this was. All right, so I'm going to split these up a little bit. Ooh, yeah, I like this. I think this is more size appropriate for the size of our wreath. All right, let's put this back up here and swipe all this off. Okay. Ooh, yes, yes, yes. I love it. All right, I'm going to put that right there. I'm going to tug these down, these tails, and just trimming them up a little bit. Ooh, yes, yes, yes. All right. So you don't always have to have the wreath like, you know, down at the bottom or at the tippy top. But I'm going to put it right here. And I'm going to have to hold this glue in place for a little bit because there's no more paper for me to glue this on. All right, so I'm just going to douse that. Ooh, you know what would work too is Fabri-Tac. All right, let's put this here. So I'm just going to hold this for a minute. Sean, your dad didn't know the difference between a square and a level. Well, I gotta say, I don't either, but that's because we didn't have any examples. Well, I will say he did, he refinished, changed like the carport into like a family room one time, but he didn't do all the stuff himself. And some of the stuff he did, like, he did have a clever little door between the. Actually, Jamie, we had the same style house you had on Passage. Well, on where your parents lived, like between the kitchen pantry and the family room, he made like a little cut through so we could sneak and get through there. Like it, you know, closed on wheels. All right, I think this is gonna stay. If not, I'm gonna go back later and use some Fabri-Tac. But for now, we can add some rhinestones, iridescent rhinestones. Julie, you bought 3 different size bow makers at the thrift store. So did they have like where you could change the sizes in them? Because I've seen some really big ones. That's cool. And there's one that's like, it's 4-sided. I don't understand how it works really. To me, it seems like you wouldn't be able to change the size of your bows. All right, we need this. Okay, let's start with, ooh. And I want to add some gems on here too. So I'm going to add like a little bit of glue, and it will dry clear. So don't worry. So I'm going to put that there. I'm going to put some of these big ones through. All right, so let's hold this, add some glue. And then I want some different sizes. But let's do some big ones first, then I'll do medium ones, and then teeny tiny ones. These can go everywhere. All right, so remember, like I said, next week, it's the last day of the month, last day to get stuff out of the January through June catalog. Now, that's kind of like sitting wonky. That's all right. Doesn't matter. All right, let's do. Let me scooch this up a little bit. So put that one there. And another big one. Like right here. So this is just like putting some bling around. All right. And if you didn't want to do this, you don't have to. I may decide later that I don't like it, but actually, because I did kind of want it like all over. But now that I look at it more, I may take these off. Let me see. because it is going to dry clear. I may put these just on the flowers and be damned with the glitter on the or the rhinestones on here. Now I don't worry that this is I'm peeling these up because, like I said, the glue is going to dry clear. And actually, I'm going to attach these to my handy dandy silicone mat, and then I can reuse them. So all is not lost. Yeah, I'm just going to put the rhinestones on the flowers. And you'll have to ignore these glue bits for now. All right, so let's do little ones. And some on the leaves. Medium one. Ooh, yeah, I do like these. Okay. Let's do a big one here. They don't necessarily have to be like right in the center of your flowers, like as the centers. And I just want like an odd number. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's do a medium one. I don't need everything to have a rhinestone, but a bunch. Ooh, yeah, I think a couple more little ones. Put that there, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I feel like I need one right there. 13. Okay, good enough. All right, ladies, I'm calling this one done. There we have it. And I will have to like put a hanger up at work so I can just hang it on there. Probably like where I hang my umbrella. So I'll just like stick it on the wall this way. But let me bring this up a little closer so you can see the good part. There's our bow, our flowers. And yeah, I will hang it like right this way. So thanks for hanging out tonight. Thanks, Darlene. Oh, Sue, dewdrops. You're right. I don't have any of those, though. Solo layout. Oh, let me tell you a couple other things. Just real quick. So, class is coming up. Oh, duh. The Blossoming Happiness dies, like the dies that I used to cut these flowers, they are unavailable until next week, the week of June 27th. So, just plan for that. July workshop, I'm going to be using the Ringed with Nature set. That is a, let's go back down here because I did pull these out. This is not just for Christmas. And it's got a really cool, so this is Ring with Nature. I'm going to use this in my July workshop. So it'll be like, purchase this as a bundle. It comes with this tree rings hybrid folder and set of dies, not just for Christmas. So we're going to make 4 different things. You know, like these can be mushrooms, or I thought it was supposed to be those flowers. You know, the ones that it's like a cap and then the flowers come out like this. I don't know what that's called, but then the green. But I thought that's what this was until I realized there was no petals. And I thought, oh, I bet it's mushrooms because there's mushrooms on the papers. So, so July workshop is going to be this. You'll get a $50 celebration item, and I would choose the papers because you're going to need them. So we're going to do that in July. Then there's going to be a video only class, kind of like how I did my Cactus Cuties, but it's going to use this Jingle 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 set, and that's going to be really cute. So that'll be like 8 cards, you know, card kits, a video tutorial, a video and a tutorial PDF. But I'm not going to like do that video ahead of time, or, you know, it won't be like one that I show every month. It'll be private video, just like Cactus Cuties. Then in July for my how I'm doing my classes every other month now, I'm going to be using the Trees for Sale bundle. So you're going to need this. And then it'll just be a packet that you can purchase for the things. And it's going to be 8 cards. And again, with 2 bonus project ideas. I really like these. This tree lot dies is a $100 celebration item. So I think these are going to run out because they're so cute. So coneflower. Yes, Darlene, that is the name of it. Yep. Let me just show you these dies. I'm sure everybody's seen them because catalogs are arriving. All right. So these dies are cool because you can build this cute little teardrop camper, like with just paper. You don't have to stamp it. The trees, the sign, like it coordinates. Sign, the dog, tree lights. I don't know what that is, but I'll figure it out. Or maybe that's just a pole. Oh, yeah, that's the pole to string the lights from. Duh. So anyway, class is coming with that. All right. Let's go back here. Echinacea. What is echinacea, Jamie? Is that the flower that you're talking about? Or are we back to... I think Darlene's right with the coneflower. That sounds familiar. So I will catch you guys next Thursday for our... We'll see what's left... with the January through June catalog. Things are disappearing. Like Cactus Cuties, the stamp set, gone. Crazy. All right. That's it for tonight. So have a good night. And if you make a wreath, post a picture of it. I'd love to see it. Type of flower, echinacea. Okay. All right. All right. Thanks again, ladies. I will catch you later. Bye.